Good afternoon, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. I don't know what happened. It was showing streaming, and then when I shut it down, I saw I only had about 9 seconds, but we're going to do it to you again. The National Hurricane Center came out with their update at 4 o'clock today and moved it a little bit, and so that's what we're going to look at real quick and talk about what we're seeing here. Right now, we're on the beachfront, but first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by Bolivar Vacations. When you're looking for a vacation rental here on the upper Texas coast, family owned and operated on the quiet part of the beach with all the comforts of home, make sure you check out bolivarvacations.com. They have it all. So let's take a look at the update for the National Hurricane Center. And this is a map that you can watch. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Eric and what he's talking about or showing so that y'all can get to his show too. But now this is the newest update, the 4 p.m. and this is one of the maps. When you go to the National Hurricane Center, you can pull up the interactive map. It's a second one from the cone map. And you can put in different things here is what I like about it. You can put in time of arrival, turn it on and off. You can show the wind and warnings. You can take the cone off and show it. And then you can zoom in on it too. And that's the great part is you can zoom in and show what you want to see. Let me see if I can enlarge it a little bit. Too much. But anyway, this is on the National Hurricane Center's website. And so you can go to it, see for yourself. But right now it's showing landfall around probably 8 o'clock tonight and then up through Bay City, up through Houston. I think it's going to move a little bit to the east. That's just my opinion. I'm not a weatherman, but I know this thing's been moving a little bit. And just looking at where the eye has changed a couple times, and Eric talks about that. If you want to go to a website, and Eric really explains things, and that's the great part. He calls rain events sometimes before other people do, but I really listen to him, and it's always a pleasure whenever I get a visit with him when he comes down and visits or we're going over something. And I always learn. Every time I listen to one of his feeds, I learn a little bit about weather and these maps that we're reading. And so on your Facebook page, if you just put in Eric Graves, Graves, WX, that's his page, and I listen to him all the time. I know a lot of people down here and in East Texas do. And so he's finishing up his last semester, I believe, of meteorology school, and he really lives weather. In fact, when a storm like this is going on, he's up 24, 36, 48 hours studying the charts, making sure what he's telling you, you can just about bet on. And so anyway, go check out his page. He does a great job. I watch him and listen to him. We talk before a storm's coming up. In fact, we've been watching this one for about a week and a half out, talking about it a little bit. And he was talking about the eye changes and what happens with that. So anyway, we're going to keep you posted down here. I'm going to show you, there's been a lot of questions about Highway 87, and so let me zoom out so you can see the beach. I'm sitting at Monkhouse, and you can see how wide the beach is. So tide, storm surge hasn't been a problem yet. Now high tide is tonight, I believe around 12:50, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're going to keep you updated on that. Keep an eye on the beachfront and on Highway 87 and let you know. They're saying 1 to 4 foot storm surge, and it all depends on where this thing tracks, the amount of rain. I have noticed on some of the models, it looked like we weren't getting the overall amount of rain, but Eric was talking about south of the center line, the way it's set up now versus if it moves a little bit north or if it moves a little bit south, what we can expect. And so, like I said, I'm not a weather person. I don't study the charts quite as hard as he does. but I do look at them and I do compare them and sort of see what's going on out there. And so, like I said, we've been tracking this one for about a week and a half, looking at it, watching it, and seeing all the different places. And when it came down to it, some of the models a week out were showing pretty close to this. So anyway, just wanted to let you know we're starting to see wind. You can monitor the wind here on Bolivar through our 2 live web weather page, through our live weather page, and our weather stations. We've got one station down at Fort Travis and one up in Crystal Beach, and so you can see the difference. I know when I looked earlier, the weather station at Fort Travis was actually showing some 35-mile-an-hour winds, and this one up here was showing 20. So there must have been a squall line going through down in Port Bolivar. I hadn't heard from Chris if it went through or if it was just a wind gust or something. But it shows you wind, it shows you gusts, shows you the amount of rain we've had. And so check out our live weather stations while this event's going on, and you can keep track of the winds, the rain, and everything down here. And even during the summer, you can see, if you're a fisherman, what the wind's doing and which direction it's coming from. So anyway, we're gonna head on out, but we just wanted to show you the update from the National Hurricane Center. It came out at 4 o'clock. There'll be another one tonight, probably about 10. I'm gonna go down and just look at Highway 87, 124. With the tides the way they are, we shouldn't have a problem. And I'll pan around here again so that you can see how wide the beach is. And so that's telling me, gotta clean my window, get a clear picture. That's telling me that we're doing pretty good on tides. If my camera will focus again, here we go. If we're doing pretty good on tides, and so, but we're going to keep an eye on it because the storm's still, a pretty good ways off, and it hasn't made landfall yet. And so we're going to keep up with what the tides are doing in case you're traveling. I believe high tide tonight is about 1250, if I'm not mistaken. And so we'll let you know what we're seeing. At least that's one of the charts that I found. Hopefully I was looking at the right one. So anyway, we're gonna head on out. Sorry about the first feed. I don't know what happened. Hopefully this one's making it through. You can hear me fine, see everything fine. And I can tell you, we'll be back a little bit later on live from somewhere here on Bolivar Peninsula. It could be the beachfront. It could be the Highway 124, 87. It could be the big store, just giving you a report undercover. But we're going to be live and get you through this event and let you know what's happening here on the Upper Texas Coast, Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, let us know what the weather's like in your area and what they're predicting. Show us some pictures, maybe a pretty sunset. If anyone can send one of those in from tonight, that'd be awesome. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. We'll be back a little bit later on, live from the Upper Texas Coast, Bolivar Peninsula, tracking Tropical Storm Nicholas. God bless, and bye-bye.